I am Animated Mel, and welcome to my animated domain. Today, we're going to be talking about a lot of things anime, a few things gaming, and a lot of cool stuff. The main topic that we are going to be talking about is intros to anime. But before we do that, let's first talk about some of the hype moments that has been happening in the manga world. For those who watch manga, we're going to be covering One Piece. We're going to be covering Dragon Ball Super. Oh man, it's getting good. And then of course, I have questions. I have a guessing game. We got a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff happening over here. So put your seatbelts on and let's get it started.
You are in a place where our worlds collide. It's unpredictable, you dealing with a colorful guy. But you will have fun, that's expected when you hear the name. I welcome you to Mel's animated domain.
The first manga that we're going to get started with today is One Piece manga. The One Piece manga, chapter 1107. And oh my gosh, was it so good. Every week One Piece drops is good, but it's always something. Oh, I guess I should say spoiler alert for those who don't want to be spoiled and all that stuff and just want to watch the anime. That's fine, but spoiler alert because we are going to be talking about this chapter in detail. Same thing with Dragon Ball Super. So let's get into it. Now, One Piece, oh my gosh, this was so good. It's so good. It started off where it began in the last chapter, where the giants, they showed up on Egg Island. Giants showed up on Egg Island. And I was excited, but I was also confused for a bit, like, these giants seem familiar, but I don't recognize them. So I'm glad they actually did a sort of like a recap of where we first met these giants, because this happened years ago. One Piece has over 1,000 episodes, so there's a lot of things you may forget considering the amount. But they did a little brief synopsis to let us know, hey, this is where they met originally. It was Luffy, Nami, and then Usopp in the beginning and all that. And so they gave us the lore. I believe the names of the giants are Brogy and Dory. And they were at, one time, one's the blue ogre, one's the red ogre, and they're part of the giant warrior pirates. And they were beefing at one point in time, but obviously they got back together, they got back cool and all that stuff. And so now, fast forward to this particular point in time where they're at Egghead or Egg Island, bruh, they showed up in clutch. They showed up. Everyone is showing up on this damn island. Everyone is showing up. You got Bartholomew showing up out of nowhere. You got all these damn admirals coming up. Then you got Saturn. You got everyone showing up on this damn island. A lot is going on. A lot is happening, which is making it so much more exciting. But yeah, the giants show up. So hopefully they end up escaping or helping, the One Piece pirates. Well, they end up helping the Straw Hat Pirates escape, because that would be so sick. And meanwhile, Lucci and Zoro, they're going at it, and they start talking trash. They start smack talking and all that stuff. And he's basically, it was kind of like Zoro kind of hinted that he wasn't even given his full power. He wasn't given his all, because Lucci he was like, yo, you think you got a leg up in this? And Zoro's like, bruh, I'm not even going in like that. You know what I mean? So hopefully they're able to settle. I don't think Lucy's going to be. I don't think he's going to get defeated on this island. I think there'll probably be another moment in time where when he'll get defeated. But I feel like a lot is happening for anyone to face any kind of defeat. But I thought that was another good highlight of this chapter. Now, we also got to see Bonnie and Luffy. Bonnie, she's always been talking about Nika, the god of, the do that be marching with the dancing, which is, it happens to be Luffy. And she didn't know it was Luffy. And Luffy, how Luffy is. It's all nonchalant. Like, what are you crying for? I've been looking for you the entire time. He's like, but I've been here. Luffy in old Luffy fashion. And he's able to attack and put hands on that Saturn dude, one of the old heads of the world government. And so he's putting paws on Saturn. And meanwhile, you also have Sanji, who's showing up in the nick of time to save Vega and I think it was Frankie from getting shot by that damn laser beam. And then Sanji, he shows up and kicks the damn laser beam, and everyone's surprised, like, oh, I can't believe he did that. And that was so sick. Sanji getting his shine. And then the Blackbeard pirates show up. I told you everyone's showing up on this damn island. I told you the Blackbeard pirates show up. Katarina Devon. She shows up with one of her partners, and they show up right in front of the Saturn, the government dude. And she showed up simply, I think, to take his powers because she touched him. She touched him. And we don't know what abilities that she was able to get, but she just took his power, or was able to, I guess, duplicate. I don't know the details. If anyone knows the intricate details of her power, please let me know in the comment section below. But she touched him and she said, mission complete, mission accomplished. And she just said, we about to bounce. And they got ready to leave. And then that Kadibu guy, the little slime who's just been following Luffy and them since the damn mermaid, since the time skip. Dude has been following them since the time skip. And then he finally sees Catalina and an old boy that's with the Blackbeard pirates. And he's like begging them, like, yo, take me with you. It's been my lifelong dream to join the Blackbeard pirates. I want to be his thug, his goon. I want to be one of his goons. Like, bruh, like, you doing all this, man. But yeah, definitely a lot happening in this chapter. There's a little bit of everything that's happening. You got giants, you got Luffy and his Gear 5s. You got Sanji kicking beams. You got the Blackbeard pirates showing up, taking some of Saturn's power. Then you got Kadibu saying he wants to join the Blackbeard pirates. Bruh, there was a lot going on in this chapter. I'm excited for the next one, and doesn't seem like it's going to be a break. I don't think I read that there was going to be a break in the chapter, but regardless, it's going to be exciting. Looking forward to it. Now, let's move on to Dragon Ball Super. Now, this one I was really excited for because the previous chapters for Dragon Ball Super were just, they were just what happened already in the movie. You get the Red Ribbon Army, then you get the androids, then you get the Super Max Cell, and, I didn't want to read that again. But now they're at a point where they're finally showing more of Broly, more of Gohan, more of Goku, Vegeta, all the Saiyans that we long for. Oh, man, this chapter was so good. So freaking good. The Red Ribbon Army, they were trying to trigger something they were trying to get Gohan. They were trying to trigger Gohan, and they did. And they used Trunks and Goten, not knowing that they're related. They used Trunks and Goten as a catalyst to trigger Gohan to get him to go Super Saiyan. Because they ended up shooting at his crib. Obviously Gohan, he gonna get mad and be able to, protect himself. And so he went to his beast mode. He went to his Super Saiyan beast mode. And doing that, it made Goku and everyone sense his chakra all the way on Beerus's planet. I said chakra, his ki, all the way on Beerus's planet. And so from that point on, Goku was like, yo, I'm trying to see what that power like. Goku, he gonna show up with it when there's some power, and he's trying to test his ability. And so Goku, he shows up, he sees Gohan, sees everyone, sees Goten, Trunks, and everyone. And he's like, yo, I don't think this is the right place to do it. So let's go. We're going to go to Beerus's place. So he takes everyone who's there, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, even the Red Ribbon Army people. He said, yo, let's get in this little vehicle. He grabs the thing, instant transmission, goes to Beerus's place. And he's like, yo, let's spar. And then Vegeta, he looks at Trunks. He's like, what y'all been doing? What you been doing? And so Gohan and Goten and Trunks end up sparring. So it was Goten and Trunks versus Gohan. And you already know how this is going to end. Gohan, he's getting the best of them. And then because they wanted to, they're in like their Saiyaman kind of outfits, the superhero forms, and they're kids. And they're trying to have fun and do uniformed attacks and things that's, together. And they get bested. Then they drop their plan, go Super Saiyan. And they start fighting against Gohan. Then Gohan goes Ultimate Gohan. And then he obviously gets the best of them. And then Goten and Trunks, they do their fusion. And they messed up. Bruh, Why do they always mess up? How many years have they been doing this damn fusion dance and they still cannot get it right? And so they end up going into fat goat tanks once again. Same thing that they did in the damn movie. You know what? I don't like what they're doing to Goten and Trunks. They're like making them a spoof. I get it. They're kids. They don't really have they don't have a lot of things to really defend and all that stuff. The most trauma that they experienced was during the Boo saga. But I really don't like how they're showing Gohan and Goten, or Goten and Trunks, which is all good, but they're kids. But I wish they would do something in a more serious form, especially since they're like teenagers now. Now, Gohan and Goku, that is what I wanted to see, and that's what I was looking forward to. Oh my gosh. They started sparring, and Goku said, hey, let's skip the warm-ups. You go to your final form, I'm going to go to my final form. And Goku went to his Ultra Instinct. Everyone was like, oh, did he master the Ultra Instinct? And then Gohan goes beast mode. Boosh! Everyone's shocked. Even Vegeta, he swallowed hard. Pause. Vegeta was like, oh, I was just like, yo. And even Broly, he was up there looking like, oh, snap, this is beast mode. And you see the destruction that's just happening on Beerus' planet. And then Beerus is getting upset, like, what are they doing to my damn planet? Y'all better destroy my damn planet. And so that's how the chapter kind of ended. And we'll see more next month because, this series comes out once a month. But, bruh, this got me super excited. This is the Dragon Ball Super that I've been looking for. I want to see the Saiyans go at it. I want to see Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, Broly. Broly's now trying to become, a master of his emotions, being able to control himself and not let his emotions get the best of him while being able to maintain, a powerful form. And so he's learning that in the process. So hopefully seeing Gohan and Goku go at it, he's able to learn something from that, But man, I'm so excited for this chapter. And they did even mention Piccolo in this chapter about how he has a new form. So hopefully moving forward, maybe we'll get to see Vegeta and Piccolo go at it. Like, how dope would that be if Vegeta and Piccolo sparred or actually fought? Because I don't think Vegeta or Piccolo have actually fought. Did they? Vegeta and Piccolo, did they actually fight? No, I can't recall. No. I don't think they actually fought. So I think it would be dope to see them fight. So maybe they'll get a little sparring session in. Who knows? I'm looking forward to it though. And speaking of Gohan, this is one of my Gohan figures. It's a Super Saiyan level 2 Gohan form. It's actually one of the best forms that I like from Gohan. Super Saiyan level 2, that moment where he was fighting Cell, had the Cell Juniors. And, you also had, obviously the transformation with the bird and seeing Android 16 head get squashed by Cell, which ultimately led to this form. Now, this form and this figure is pretty cool. A little dusty. I need to dust this bad boy off. But it's a little dusty. This figure also comes with you don't need to have this what is this? This cape. But I like this cape. It comes with, you can take the cape off or just have it separate. But I like this cape, so I decided to go with this for this figure. It comes with, different things that you can switch in or switch out. But this is my Super Saiyan level 2 Gohan figure from the Cell saga, one of my favorite figures. And yeah, man, this bad boy is sick, man. So it's just another part of my mad collection. Now, let's talk about some anime intros. The question that I wanted to ask is, for each time that you watch an anime, do you watch the intro every single time? Is this something that you do? Because I know growing up, you didn't have the ability to fast forward through an anime series, or especially when I grew up, you watch it on Cartoon Network. You couldn't fast forward past the intro. You watch the anime, it comes on, then you watch it, and then just you watch the intro every time. And so we would watch the intro every time watching those anime. Now that we have anime that's in MP4 format or it's streamed, you have the ability to either fast forward past something or click through it, and you can skip the intros. And I know I have close friends who still watch the intros to animes. And when it comes to animes that I frequent, that I watch every week, that comes out every week, I don't watch the intros multiple times. Now, I will say there is a caveat to that. Like, I will watch anime intros if the music is dope, is groovy. If there's animes like Vinland Saga that's really good, Tokyo Ghoul, the music is really good. Black Clover, they have really good intro music, also outro, but for the most part, just mainly the intro. And the same thing with Naruto and Bleach. A lot of those intros are really good music, and the openings are so dope. And now, one of the reasons why I try my best to avoid intros now, especially when it comes to a long series like a One Piece or a Bleach, or like just a series that's long going, like a Black Clover, especially Black Clover, is because a lot of times they give away a lot of the information. They give a lot of details away in the intros of what to expect. They do that a lot. And I'm not a fan of spoilers of any capacity. I don't like spoilers in any capacity. So even if they show something that may not ruin the season, to me, it's going to piss me off because I don't want to know this. I like to be caught by surprise. I like to be caught by surprise on a lot of things. Even if I've already read the manga, because a lot of times I've already read the manga to series that I've watched, but sometimes, I read a lot of series. I may have forgotten about this, and having that element of surprise, I love it. So that's one of the reasons why I don't watch intros or outros. I don't watch outros either. But I I caught myself watching an intro multiple times for this anime. It's called Metallic Rouge. Now, if you haven't checked out Metallic Rouge, it's a new anime for this season, and it's actually pretty good. The music in Metallic Rouge, so good. So good. The music is so good. The intro and the outro, and even like some of the battle music and some of the background music that you hear throughout the anime. It's really good. And the intro, I'm telling you, you're doing yourself a favor if you check out just the music intro for Metallic Rouge. That shit is banging. That music is good. And so I watched the intro just because the music is good. It's a nice groovy tune. It has like a old school vibe with a new energy. I don't know, man, but it's just a really groovy tune. So check out Metallic Rouge's intro. If you don't watch the anime, just trust me on the intro. It's really good. And check out the outro music as well. It's really good. And so that's what kind of sparked the question of watching that intro. It's like, man, do people still watch the intros to anime, or do you skip it and go straight to the episode? Let me know in the comment section below, because I'm really thrilled and excited to know, man. And also, what would be a reason you would skip an anime intro? Would it be the spoilers? Because that's one of the reasons. Or would it be time? You just want to get straight to the episode. You've seen it once and don't really need to see it again. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about intros and how you feel about them, all right? On to a little bit of anime news and gaming news. Demon Slayer is coming out this week. I believe it's February 23rd. Demon Slayer is coming out. We got the training arc where they're going to be training. I don't know the intricate details because, like I say, I like to avoid spoilers and things like that. But the training arc is happening. The last season, it was already dope, and they're finally getting into the training arc. And now this episode is going to be releasing in theaters. It's going to be an hour plus long premiere, because I went to go see the last season in theaters when it first started. And I wasn't aware that they were showing like 2 episodes from the previous season and then going into the new debut of the new season. But they're going into this training arc, and so it's going to be the exact same way this time around. And it's releasing on February 23rd. So make sure you check it out in theaters if you haven't. It's always hype in theaters to go see these animes. And, especially when it comes to Demon Slayer, they never fail when it comes to giving good quality animations, good quality content. The actors, the voice actors that's in this series, really good. The music in this series, really good. Demon Slayer is going to be one of those classic animes when it's all said and done. From the animation, from the anticipation, from the hype, from being in theaters consistently. All the way back from when they had the Mugen when they were with Rengoku, when they were with Rengoku on that train. That's where it started out with the movies, and you got to see, how you know how, hey man, some characters that some characters may die. But overall, I think Demon Slayer is an amazing anime, and I'm excited for this new training arc that's going to be happening. But if you haven't, I'm not sure if I'm going to see it in theaters this year. Why? Well, it brings me to my next topic. It's because I'm going to see Final Fantasy Advent Children. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is going to be in theaters. It's going to be in theaters. And yes, you probably like, you've already seen it on Blu-ray, DVD, or years ago. It came out years ago, which is perfectly fine. But I'm a Final Fantasy head. I love Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy VII has always been my favorite gaming series. From being a little kid, not having a memory card, consistently getting to the end of the first disc, and then opening the disc, trying to put in the second, and it was like, yo, you need a memory card. And I didn't know what the hell a memory card was. I was like, yo, what the fuck is a memory card? We couldn't afford a damn memory card. And so I kept beating the level one, beating disc one, and getting up to, where was it? Oh, you leave Midgar. Yeah, you leave Midgar, and then you start the second disc, going through the memories of Cloud. That's how you start the second disc. You go through the memories of Cloud and how Sephiroth and all that stuff. So once you left Midgar, that's where I left off at. But Sephiroth's my favorite guy. When Kadaj, man, I'm just looking forward to it. I know I've already seen it. It's been a while since I've actually watched it, but it's always refreshing to see things, and it's all in hype and anticipation for the rebirth, for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, that's coming out in 2 weeks, or it's going to be out a week following this movie. So February 29th, I believe that's the date that it releases. Leap year. So I'm going to see that. So make sure you check out Final Fantasy Advent Children if you haven't seen it. You get a chance to see it for a limited amount of time in selective theaters. So by the time you see this video, hopefully you have watched it already, or you already got tickets purchased, and you going to make your merry way up to the theaters and go see that bad boy, Also in video game news is Tekken 8 has sold 2 million copies in under, 3 weeks, which is one of the best sales for Tekken. It did much better than Tekken 7, much quicker. Tekken 8 is on a great pace to do really well. And one thing that I will say about Tekken 8 is that Tekken 8 is a really good game overall. And I know it may come off as biased, since you probably see this Tekken 7 thing right here and be like, oh, this dude is just a Tekken fan. I am. I'm definitely a Tekken fan. I got this you can't see it, but I got this little Jin Kazama. Y'all probably seen that already, but yeah, I got my little Jin Kazama figure up there, and yeah, man, the Tekken series, they did really well with Tekken 8. So for those who don't understand why, I'm gonna break it down for you. Tekken 8 is one of those games that just embodies all the series, and it does well as a predecessor to the previous ones, and it ties in everything with the Heihachi, the Mishima bloodline, and it brings everything to a boiling point. And so with this series, the graphics are amazing. it allows the storyline to come to life a little bit more. And what I mean by that is there's so many intricate details that go into creating a storyline that's going to captivate people, especially if you have all these, destructions, explosions, and details to fighting, to the fighting orients. Then you have the voice actors and you have all these elements that play into the scenery of Tekken. And so the story mode is amazing. You go through this story mode and you get to see how everything is unfolding after it's been determined that Heihachi is dead. Thanks to my boy Kazuya, and you get to see how everything's unfolding. It's mainly centered around Jin. So you control Jin throughout this entire story mode. But then you get into deeper details of, of how things happen. I'm not going to go into the entire storyline of it. You can check it out or whatever. But the story mode of this game is so good. It's so good. It's not too long. It also gives you different endings. You can get different endings. And that's a dope thing for a fighting game. How often do you see where the main story, it transpires where you can either take the dark ending or you can take the light ending? You get a Jin Kazama ending or you get a Kazuya Mishima ending. That's dope. And I was looking forward to the Kazuya Mishima ending because that's my boy. That's my boy. Yeah, man, that's my dog. That's my dog for sure. You know what I mean? But now another dope thing is the character endings. The character endings are something that I look forward to in every Tekken series. You got the PlayStation 5 graphics, you have the new age graphics that build these things and make it look so much good. And some of the endings, they don't take themselves too serious, which is dope. And every character, it makes you want to play with every character. It kind of gives you an incentive to play with every character in the series. So the character episodes I've done those already, so you can check out some of those endings in some of my shorts. Yeah, man, the character episode, the endings are so dope, and it just adds on to more details of why this game is one of the best fighting games. And that's why it's doing well, because they're paying attention to their audience and they're giving more. And one of the creme de la creme and sort of like the niche of Tekken, I believe since Tekken 5 or Tekken 6, one of these Tekkens, is where you're able to customize your character's outfits. You're able to give them different clothes and things like that. Where most fighting games or different games, sort of like Street Fighter, they'll charge you to add on different costumes and different adorations to your character. And with Tekken, it's not based on how much you spend if you want to change an outfit. It's just all about how much coins you have in the actual game. From beating different levels or reaching different plateaus in the game, you're able to take these points and then just unlock different colors and different things to put on your outfit. And so that's where I feel as if Tekken has taken it to a next level, because you don't have to buy in order to enjoy, your character looking different, which was a dope thing that I'm glad that they're continuing. And you get to see different people interact, and that's online. You get to see different outfits and different variations of them looking like some characters. You got some characters that I've created. There's some characters that I created that represent some characters that are my favorites in other games or in other, maybe an anime series. Like I created Fulgore for Raven, because Raven's one of my mains in Tekken, and I created a Fulgore outfit. I also created a Sub-Zero outfit. It replicates Sub-Zero. And this is one of the dope things. You get to see some people's personalities come through based on the transformations that they make to their characters in the customization menu. So yeah, man, Tekken is taking it to the next level of being able to enjoy a series and get the bang for your buck. You're getting a bang for your buck when you're investing in Tekken, and it shows with its sales. So continue to do great things and continue to do amazing things. They've already made patches in the first week. They've already updated some balancing issues with some characters and tweaked a few things to make sure that the gaming experience is well. Now, the only thing that I would say is not so great, and this doesn't really have anything to do with the game itself, but it's more like the online experience. like a lot of people are quitting. And I mean at not quitting playing the game, but while you're playing a match and you whooping somebody's ass, then they start to disconnect. As soon as you start beating their ass, they start disconnecting. And this is like it's happened a few times against me when I played Street Fighter, but in Tekken, oh my gosh, why does it happen so consistently? And it's not just me. There's multiple people complaining about it. So what I do hope is that they do something. I hope that they punish people, suspend their account for maybe a week. They can't play ranked matches for maybe a week or 3 days or something like that. Because it's really whack that people have to take away your hard work or your effort. Or how about this? If they do decide to disconnect, fine. But don't allow me to waste my time or get penalized because I want to get better and get ranked up and not get any points and it just goes away. If they disconnect, maybe give me the points, and I know that could probably create a loophole where people are just connecting and disconnecting to give people points and stuff like that. So maybe they can just do something to penalize people for disconnecting. But the disconnecting on this is getting ridiculous. It's insane. And I know it's like the first, few weeks that this game is out, but bruh, like, come on. But overall, I give this game 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I enjoy it. Great graphics, great music. I feel like this music is better along with the music that already comes with the series. I feel like the music has gotten better. It's not super popish or like super house music type. It has some little, some songs in there that got a little rhythm, got a little flavor to it. You know what I mean? Got a little bounce to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I enjoyed Tekken overall. I have no qualms except for people disconnecting, I guess in other sad news when it comes to the gaming community or just being a YouTuber or being a Twitch streamer, there is a guy who goes by the name of Too Mad. He's a young man, 23 years old, I believe, and he passed away. He died. And it seems to be of an overdose. It was caught on stream while he was playing Overwatch. And that's unfortunate. And I don't know this guy personally. I've never heard of him until this particular event happened because it was trending on Twitter. Clicked on it and saw that. And I did see a lot of people being like, okay, oh, well, he died. Oh, well, it is what it is. Or, maybe he was a toxic individual. Maybe he was someone who didn't have the best rep when it comes to being an online personality. But on the other hand, you do have people who love and care about this man. And, he has a community, he has a following. And so, regardless of any of that, this is an unfortunate event that happened. And I wish things like this didn't happen, or if anyone has any issues when it comes to either their mental health, maybe drug abuse, or anything that's keeping you in a state of mind that's clouded, or it's causing you to feel depressed, or any kind of anger or anything that's just holding you back. It's always something that I'm like, man, I wish we could do something to change this, to make it better, and to improve the overall experience when it comes to living life, because this man was young. And granted, when you're young, you do things that may piss people off, but life will give you a chance to grow, and it'll give you a chance to experience a different reality or a different normality when it comes to the way that you interact with people. There's so much life to live. So to the people who like this guy, and to the people who respect him, to his family, and to people just in his community, just send good energy to the people who are mourning. And let's just not focus on the negative energy that people are bringing around his death at times. So, but yeah, that needs to be highlighted. But salute to everyone who has a positive thought and a positive message with this passing. Now, let's have a little fun. I'll be doing these every week, so let me know your answer in the comment section below. Let me know if you know this answer to an anime question. And this is going to be on the anime Bleach. What is the full name of the Captain Commander? Is it Ryujin Jaka, Soreno Shikeyuki, Yamamoto Genyusai Shingakuni, or Shikai Jinrei? The answers are below. Let me know what you got. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. Don't you be cheating. You'll get the answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is C. Yamamoto Genyurusai Shingeki ni. Maybe I pronounced that wrong, but yeah, it's C. Now, guess this anime character. Which character is this? I'm not going to reveal it this week. We're going to reveal that bad boy next week. I mean, let me know. Let me know who this character is in the comment section below. And we'll see if you're right next week, all right? But yep, I appreciate you all. Thank you for tuning in. There will be more of this happening throughout the week. So I look forward to seeing your comments, and I look forward to interacting with you all more often. You all take care. Tell somebody that you love them. Love you.